Oh yeah. I find that the partner, could be husband or other partner, often has a very keen appreciation for the differences in his partner before and after giving birth, and can help to identify some of those for the woman. There are some partners I bring in simply to educate about behavioral health issues, because sometimes the family or the partner isn't legitimizing the illness, or don't think of it as a medical illness, or wonder why the woman has to take medication. And I typically would say, if your wife, spouse, partner had diabetes, would you tell them not to take their insulin? This too is a medical disorder, and would benefit from the appropriate treatment. So I also like to have them, particularly in the cases where the woman is more ill and maybe has a tendency towards psychosis, as a person who can identify if signs or symptoms are escalating, and can be in the home and we have a discussion as a shared discussion. Okay, if person X says that you're not doing well, we have to listen to him. So building that before we're in the situation where the partner is identifying symptoms in the spouse and she's not hearing of it. I have seen couples come in and the husband's like, I'm done, I can't, why is she not getting better? Because it takes a little while to get better too. And the woman that they went into having this baby with is not the same woman who came out on the other side yet. I often ask the moms, how close are you to your old self? And they'll tell me a percentage. I'm 20%, I'm 50%, I'm 70%. And I ask the husband, how close is she? She's not that close. So it's an interesting dynamic. But as women get better, the husbands are also grateful, very grateful. And interestingly, we're finding that husbands or males can suffer from a postpartum depression. It's different, in my opinion. It has a lot to do with the lack of sleep and the role transition from being a couple to being someone who maybe has to take a little bit of a backseat to the needs of a depression, symptoms of anxiety and depression. And in fact, I was at the PSI conference, the National Postpartum Support International Conference in San Diego, where a number of us from Northwell were speaking or gave some symposium. And they had a dad who's been on Dr. Oz or something, who was talking about, and he's a pediatrician, talking about his own personal struggle with a postpartum depression. He became significantly depressed, impairing his function after his wife gave birth. And a lot of it, in my mind, had to do with that disruption of natural rhythms, particularly sleep. Sleep is a huge thing. If people aren't getting enough sleep, it is very difficult for them to function normally. And so looking at it from a pediatrician's perspective, how could he, who knew everything about well babies and sick babies, he still couldn't cope with the stressors and issues, and he fell into a depression and was successfully treated and is now an advocate for postpartum dads. Ask the question can be any question. There's no right or wrong. That's the whole point, that you can simply say, how you doing? Or how you feeling? Or what's happening? How's your mood? Any of those, anything close to those is fine, because the point is simply asking. It doesn't matter what you ask, but asking and then hearing the answer. Hearing the answer, and then that gives the woman permission to say, not so hot. Because mostly it's, oh, isn't this the most wonderful time of your life? Oh, the baby's so cute. If you look them in the eyes and say, how are you doing? How are you coping? How are you feeling? And let her know that if there's a negative response, that there is help and there is hope, and she is not alone. That's a more difficult question, because if a woman is unwilling or unrecognizing of her own need, I would recommend closer follow-up. I would have an educational session with the woman and bring the partner in to see if everybody's on the same page. It could be that she has a more mild level of depression or anxiety and would welcome either some supportive therapy or some other psychotherapy, or even possibly we have access to support groups with other moms who can talk with her for free. It's called Circle of Hope. That's sponsored by Postpartum Resource Center of New York, and they can meet with other moms who may have gone through the same thing, who can tell them, listen, get your treatment right away. You don't want to miss this time in your infant's life, and it can be so much richer and more fulfilling if you are well. Healthy mom equals healthy baby.